Alright, so we're gonna work on the fan today. See if we can get that wired up. I made a mistake and thought that I could use the pins that I had here. This style pin in those slots. And they're actually for the fuses, so I'm just gonna pull those off. Put this back on. I made sure to cut it long enough that I can reuse it. Put that back on and run it off of this one for now, and then maybe later on get that sorted. I also got these switches, just little cheap flimsy light up switches. I went through and mounted the switch holder here. I figured that'd be a good spot for it. It looks decent. It's not going to get in the way of anything. The e-brake, if the e-brake worked, it wouldn't be in the way of that, and I will be able to remember to turn the fan on and off. And yeah, that's what we got. So I'm gonna get started on that. I got that mounted, so I'll probably work on reconnecting all this stuff so that it's back on there as it's supposed to be, and then run the wires for the switch inside, and we'll be good to go. Okay, I'll probably have to cut these off. Oh, they're garbage anyways, but I can pull them off there. Yeah, that one's just gonna get cut off. So that's the brown wire to the gray wire, right? Right. Yeah. So the gray wire that went to here, this gray wire wasn't long enough to go from over there all the way around the front of the 4runner to here. So I just spliced in a piece of brown. Come on, cooperate, you little wires. Here. For everyone that says that you should really solder these, I know this is temporary until I can get the right pins to put this relay inside this box, because that's where I really want it. Alright, all the butt connectors are spliced on there. Now we can go through and reconnect all the wires. Not sure what's going on there. Sounds like some sort of something, war reenactment or something or other. I don't know. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there's like 5 or 6 gunshots. Okay. So there's 3 of the 4 wires sorted. And we'll shrink those up. Get it in here nice and tidy and neat. Ish. Why not? And I think this wire needs 12 volt power to turn the fan on. Yes. That wire in there. Okay, let's go show you what's going on. Out here. Okay, so this orange wire here. Got it routed around and then up to here through that switch. We'll cut it to where it's neat and tidy, and then we'll have to run. We'll have to find ignition power somewhere. And then a ground. And that'll hopefully work for the fan. I guess it doesn't need to be ignition power, does it? We'll do ignition power. It's just simpler that way, that it's just ignition power, not constant, so I don't have to worry about burning shit down while it's sitting still. I'd rather it burn down while I'm driving it. Personal opinions. Maybe I'd rather it not burn down at all. Who knows? I don't think I can set this up somewhere where you can see, but we'll give her a go. I'll set you up on that side so you can possibly see what I'm doing on this side. So, I can't see what's going on. I can't see what you can see, which is not a whole lot. Okay. Perfect. We're both on the same page. There you go. So that way, let's go. Alright, so here's the relay for the fans. There's a wire that goes in and runs through down here into that wiring, which I'm just going to zip tie up nice and tidy in there. And then I have to mount this box in that region there, something like so. I don't know. Yeah, that's that. Fans working. Good to go. Alright, well, it's the next day. I took the 4runner out for a drive and had some big problems. Yeah. Hello. I was driving it and I gave it a little more throttle than normal, and I blew this intercooler pipe here off, and in doing so ripped every single wire for the map sensor out. So yeah, now it has no map sensor or map sensor. And it's great. I also, last night, got my shocks mounted up, so it now has shocks. Knocking things off one step at a time. Today I'm going to probably pull that battery tray out, weld it up the rest of the way, weld the bracket or the hangers up the rest of the way on it, and then get the tranny mount situation figured out so that we can actually drive this thing. Yeah. These are 12s.
Really?
This is a 12mm wrench, and it doesn't fit.
That doesn't make sense.
My guess is the wrench broke, and it got put back together with a 13.
Oh, that.
Yeah, all right. There we go. Extension plate for the trans cross member. Now for the fun part. And which way does it need to go? Forward. It needs to go backwards. So hopefully I put this on the right way. It's kind of a guess, but I did good.
By the way, I saw your whole, I think it's a giant waste of money getting that ratchet, but I haven't heard you complain once since I've left that here.
Nope, I'm not going to complain. I'm just saying I would never buy one.
Oh, yeah.
Just grabbing the cross member.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Oh, dang.
Dang it. Yo. Yeah, I could probably take a few.
Go to your home.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
What's really super cool is, you know, I bolted all this in.
Yeah.
It all has to come back out.
Really?
Yeah, because I have to weld that plate
To the cross member,
to the
right?
cross member. Yeah.
Well, I guess you're welding it underneath, huh?
I have to clean everything to weld it.
Yeah.
Never claimed I was a genius. I just said I was smarter than you.
Yeah, so basically a genius.
Okay, that's where it needs to be welded at.
All right.
And now
the
conveniently
fun part.
put the jack back underneath the transmission. Lifted truck problems. You're not only the camera guy, you're the tool. You're the tool.
Well, this is kind of
The tool guy.
I'm gonna need a raise.
Yeah, me too.
This is a lot going on right now.
Are you complaining about my workspace?
Only as much as the next guy.
Are you complaining about the tidiness of my workspace? Okay.
So now what are we doing?
I'm going to clean this off so that I can weld that on.
That piece of
Yeah, this motor
sheet
mount
metal.
here. So that line corresponds with the back of this cross member, so I can just zap it on there. Don't check to make sure it fits before you weld it out fully, because that would be smart.
weld once, measure never.
Think about measuring. Think about how nice it would be to measure. You're missing everything.
It's gonna get bright.
Well, it sounds like there's not much gas.
Oh boy.
But
Welded on the side. Welded there.
yeah, when you're welding outside with a MIG welder and you can't get good welds, just turn the gas way up.
And you're actually a piece of shit welder.
I know. I take slight offense to that.
No, sorry. I forgot about it.
There we go. Almost like I knew what I was doing. Alright, got the plug for the map sensor, and I just got done crimping on some butt connectors so I can splice it back in. I got all of the tags here, the duct tape's got all the colors of wires that are supposed to go, because this is not the same connector. but it's gonna work. At least I hope. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get this sorted. Okay, let's see if it runs better now, or runs differently at all. That was a problem. So before the VNT system and N75 valve weren't working because the map sensor wasn't plugged in, but yet it still ran, just didn't have any power at all. Really strange, but surprisingly, hooking the map sensor back up and giving the engine or the ECM airflow reading that fixes it all. Yay! Check it out. Sick. Yeah, I got my new headlights all put together and set in there real quick like.